It came across my desk the other day that one of Canada's largest Burger King franchisees is planning a massive expansion, 150 new Burger Kings in Canada in the foreseeable future. And that just got me to reminiscing. Burger King has a really weird history in the province of Alberta. A long time ago, way back in the 1960s, a guy opened up a burger joint in Edmonton called Burger King. Flash forward to the 1970s, the International Burger King, home of the Whopper, the Burger King we all think of when we think Burger King, that's when they started expanding into Canada. But they ran into a snag. Edmonton Burger King guy, he owned the Canadian copyright for the name Burger King. So he and Burger King International, they sat down and they brokered a deal. Burger King International could come into Canada, but when it came to Alberta, Burger King couldn't go any further north than Innisfail. For those who don't know your Alberta geography, Innisfail is a large town about an hour north of Calgary. So that's it. Burger King International was kept out of Edmonton, and it was like that well until the 1990s. In 1995, that's when Edmonton Burger King finally went out of business, and that's when they leapt into action. International Burger King planned a massive Western Canadian expansion with the main focus being on Alberta. I tell ya, I want to say it was 1996 when Edmonton's first Burger King opened, and it was like when Popeye's Chicken opened up a few years ago. People were lined up around the block for their first Whopper, and Burger King started springing up all over Alberta before you know it. Red Deer got one. Camrose got one. The Scotiabank Theatre in West Edmonton Mall, when it first opened up in 1999, it had a Burger King in the lobby. When I was there for opening night of X-Men back in the year 2000, my best friend's girlfriend enjoyed that movie while going to town on a double Whopper with bacon and cheese. That's burned into my brain because up until that moment I was pretty sure she was a vegan. But I digress. All of this expansion must have been a little too much too soon because by the mid-2000s, a lot of these Burger Kings started closing up shop. All I know for certain was I spent a year abroad, and when I came back in the summer of 2003, my favorite Burger King just north of West Edmonton Mall had been turned into a McDonald's. I know when I was overseas, I would discuss a lot of my American coworkers. I would tell them that one of my favorite days in the city was to have lunch at Burger King, catch a movie at West Edmonton Mall, and then supper at Wendy's on the way home. And with that Burger King gone, I was no longer able to do that. So with this massive Canadian expansion underway from Burger King's largest Canadian franchisee, I hope Burger King starts springing up like weeds once again, and I can once again have my perfect day of lunch at Burger King, a movie, and then supper at Wendy's.